Today we're going to be talking about this product, which is Colmi P8. We'll call it a smart fitness band rather than smartwatch. So I've got all my bare essentials. I've got the product, I've got a good cup of coffee, so let's get cracking. Let's go. So what you can expect is this little box here. It took just over 2 weeks to arrive from Aliexpress to UK, and when you open it up, obviously this is a sleeve. You can discard that. The box itself looks like that. Obviously it's a nice looking box. You know, the presentation is there. It'd be great for a little gift for someone. Let's carry on with the unboxing and see what's inside. Then you get a manual, which is quite useful. It's both in English and Chinese. Nothing new there either. Then we got the watch itself. I was brave enough to order them in unusual color, which I quite like, I must admit. It's not black or white or pink, which is also available in most of the stores, but it's like a very nice mint sage color sort of thing, if you like. And we will talk about the watch in a second. And obviously what else comes in the pack is this charger, which I'm not particularly a huge fan of. So the back of the watch is plastic. It's a good quality plastic, don't get me wrong. Obviously you've got all your sensors there. The pleasant surprise is the sensors are actually made by company Bosch. What else do we have is obviously the body of the watch is made of aluminium. The strap itself is a silicone, and the strap itself is 2 centimeters wide or 20 mil wide. And there are plenty of them available on AliExpress. The nice little touches that I've really appreciated is the buckle itself is made out of obviously a metal, but it's a matte finish. It's not shiny, so it looks a bit more premium. And this is obviously your screen is 1.4 inches across. The resolution of the screen is 240 by 240. What you'll find inside is a 170 milliampere battery, which will last you probably a good 2 weeks. And to top it off, these watches actually do come with a IPX7 rating, meaning that if you wish to wash your hands or dishes, or you find yourself in the rain, or perhaps you want to go for a quick dip, or you've been fishing or something, this watch will not be afraid of the water at all. So let's jump in and see what the menu has to offer. First of all, if you scroll from above down to the bottom, you'll come up to this sort of sub menu, which allows you to use your torch, which is a flashlight, and it's done like this, so it's not using a separate torch or flash, but it's using the screen, and it's sufficient enough to use during the very night, sort of dark. You've got a brightness setting. The brightness on the watch gets quite bright, and it's easily visible during the daylight. Then you got some settings. Obviously you can restart, power off, and sort of reset your watch if you have to. Not that you will. And the option that I like the most is this little lock symbol down here. What it does is, as soon as you press, that locks the screen. And to deactivate this option, all you have to do is press the button on the side and press it twice, and then the watch comes back to life. We can do right now, just for the sake of it, when it's on your hand. So it's measuring now. It'll take a second. So yeah, there you go. That's a hard sort of beats per minute, and it's a fairly accurate. I mean, as any watch, including Apple Watch and all those things, you know, obviously there's your sensor going. Then swiping from the main menu down upwards, you got your steps, obviously how many steps you've done. To return to main menu, you just swipe from left to right, then you go to your messages. It will show you last 3 messages, and what you can do, you can't really reply or anything like that, but you could, for instance, say if you don't want to see that message no more, you just long press and the message deletes itself. So that's quite handy. Then you got the sleep tracking. Obviously it just shows you sort of how many hours you slept and how well you slept last night. Then you got a health setting, so it's obviously blood pressure, heart rate, and it shows you the oxygen It measures the oxygen level in your body. I don't know how it does, but it does. Training, I do quite like training modes on this watch as well. So obviously walking, running, cycling, and then you're going down to skipping, badminton, basketball and football, which I find quite useless anyway. But let's say we're going for a run. So all I have to do is I wake up my watch, I go to training, I go to running, boom, it's done. It's counting already. So the way it's done in the other watches that I've seen before is you have to go into the menu, you have to go to settings, you have to go to training, then you have to go and press running, and then you have to press play. Whereas in this watch, it's all done boom like that. So obviously it shows you the current weather, and then if you swipe from left to right, it will show you a 4 days in advance, which is lovely. I absolutely adore that. You can get to the weather from main menu by swiping from top to bottom and just clicking on this icon here with the sun and the cloud, and it will take you there straight away. So this is really comfortable. What we got then is obviously player to play your music from. So your watch has to be connected via Bluetooth to your phone, and obviously you can play or rewind or change tracks, but not the volume. You can't change the volume from the watch, unfortunately. Obviously the brightness, we talked about that. You can change the brightness level. I find that it works best on 3. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't consume as much battery and all those things. Camera is done in such a way that you need to open your app first on the phone, go into camera options, and then turn it on here like I've just done. And what that allows you to, you can put your phone onto a surface, step back, and all you have to do is then shake your watch, and that will automatically take a picture from your phone. So you don't have to have someone with you to take a picture of you in a certain place, which could be useful. Obviously stopwatch, nothing exciting there. Just obviously you can just use your timer like that to time whatever you need to time. And then you got your flashlight again, so your flashlight, and obviously you can switch styles from here, which is your watch faces. We'll come up to that in a second. And back to normal again, sort of thing. Obviously you can change your watch faces by long pressing on the screen, and then it takes you to the menu, so you got different watch faces that you can use. But to be honest with you, that's not really that exciting. Right guys, let's talk about the app for now. The app that this watch uses is obviously, the app is called DA Fit, so DA and then a separate word fit. So as you go into the app itself, the first sub-menu shows you all the general information, so how many steps you've done, your sleep tracking, heart rate tracking, blood pressure and all those things. Whatever you decide to turn on will be displayed in this menu here. Then, however, if you go to the second submenu, which is down here, down the bottom, and then the first submenu here says watch faces. Let me just do that a second. First of all, here's the first watch face, and it says edit. And what you can do here, let me just try that. You can change the picture to anything you want. So you can change it to your loved ones, so that, your picture of your family or a picture that you took, easily done. Then you can change the color of the text if you wish. You can change the position of obviously. So you can change the watch face to whatever your preference is. So you can make your own watch face, which is a big thumbs up, for something, for a cheap watch like that. And then what you do then is you can go down here, and it says discover more dials. Obviously it will tell something different in your mother language, but you press here and look at that. Look at all of those watch faces available. It's mental. It's not thousands, or tens of thousands of watch faces, but it's a good 160, 170 watch faces, and they all absolutely different. So everyone will find something that they will like. And the next submenu is notifications. So obviously whatever your watch will sort of show on the screen. So what you want to be displayed. And in here you've got your usual things, so missed calls, or when your phone is ringing, so obviously it will duplicate the information onto the screen. You've got your text messages, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, WeChat, Instagram, Skype, Kakao Talk, Line. But if you don't see your app and you wish for all of the information that is coming to your phone to be duplicated onto your watch, so whichever app can be, all you have to do is go down to the very bottom where it says others. So obviously it will say something different in your language, but anyway, and you just put a tick here, and from this moment onwards your watch will display absolutely everything there is to display from your phones. Then you can set your alarms from here. Obviously I've got my alarm set for 7 o'clock in the morning. Shutter, obviously that's your camera app, as I said before. Then you've got others, so more settings, and I mean, I'm not going to go deep into this, but there are things like do not disturb, so you can set your time. For instance, mine is 11 o'clock till 7 o'clock in the morning, and that means when you pick up your watch, the screen will not turn on, so it doesn't blind you in the middle of the night, so that's a good setting to have. Obviously your weather settings and temperature formats. And then at the bottom here, that's not essential for absolutely everyone, that's a female thing only, and basically that's your period reminder. So you tick that, and then you can set it up for your obviously period. Like I said, not for everyone, for females only, but I think it's a good option to have, so you don't have to download a separate app, and it can be quite useful for a female health. So it's there if you need it, so that's quite good. Yeah, to summarize today's video, I'll put the phone away, we don't need that no more. I'll bring back the box. It's a lovely watch. For the price of it, I think this is the best, absolutely the best fitness tracker available on AliExpress at the minute. Obviously, you know, the times are changing and something new will appear, but for now, the way it works is absolutely beautiful. The first time you pull it out, you will be impressed by the high quality. Obviously, this is all metal and all very nicely done. No sharp edges, you know, looking like a premium materials, feeling like a premium materials. If I have missed anything, don't be afraid, don't be shy. Down in the comments, write down, you know, whatever you wish to know about this watch, and I'll make sure to comment back. And I really hope that this has been useful. And until further notice, take care, stay healthy. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and like to support my channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.